So despite the odd feeling in the animation and production of the previous episode, we're still getting pretty consistent progress between Yamada and Ichikawa, and here in the previous episode, I mean, we got to see that they've changed their desk, and now they are sitting at a much closer proximity with one another. And we'll just have to see what's going to happen in this episode. But if you enjoyed the content, remember to leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you didn't like the content, dislike the video and we'll be on our way. Let's get started. Oh, we're really starting with this. Okay. Sera Moeka. She needs someone else. You're dead. Well, you know, just don't touch me in general. You're a pal these days, that's right. Always helping you out, Adachi. Might as well, you know? Gotta know where you don't have to... Well, gotta know where you can touch her. You know, the no-go zones. From the chest all the way down. So basically, the only thing you can touch is, like, her back. Damn, did they really fucking build up on that with fucking Moeka going up, like, putting her hands up like this? Oh, there's Kobayashi. I scored above average. What are you doing for the clubs, Kobayashi? Oh, so that's not fair. Ho-ho! Uh-oh. Just make it look like it. Talk about setting logos. Why does Kobayashi look so tall when she's sitting down like this? She... I wonder why, huh? She's a real weirdo, you know? Oh. Oh, her tongue just couldn't reach. Oh, he also did a little laugh too, yeah? But when you're talking with Yamada, huh? Very interesting. Oh, we got to see a little bit of Adachi's mom. Oh? Oh, her mom? He just says, oh my god. She sounds just like her daughter. I guess it runs in the family, yeah? That's probably asking much. Damn, mother. Ooh. Ooh. Have to call him by his first name. He's talking to his mother. The Bruges incident. Oh, it's a cough drop. Well, she can see where where you've got your kindness from, huh? Yada yada. Your mom just wants to get along with you, my guy.
Yamada.
She's gonna pick on you. Look, like I said, this is such a long game to pick on someone. Oh, she really wants to beat you, huh? Goddamn. Oh! It was at first. Oh my god. It's a history of how dumb I am. Damn. Uh-oh. Oh, gotta remember. The shoulder should be fine, that's right. Ooh, man, talk about fucking smashing her head against the wall. Nobody asks. Oh, damn, look at him. Wow, dude, what a fucking swerve. So cool. Damn, dude, she fucking touched her cheek and everything. Is that another bag? Oh no, it's just... And also a nose hole as well, you know, he needs to breathe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You could have just rode with her to the bus station, the train station. Cottons! 100% absorbent and everything, dude. It's also the one time we get to see him, like, fully, you know, with his, I like the she rubs the nan. Uh-oh. When you sneeze in anime, when it's cold, you know that somebody's gonna get a cold. Oh, on her Instagram. What people don't know. So that they think that she's eating it with someone else. Oh my god. She's even taller than usual. Holy shit! Oh my god! A high-pitched version of Yamada, it's great. Oh my god, there's a giant her and a mini her! What a fucking dream, dude. Oh. I feel that. Oh, someone's ringing the doorbell? I'm not answering that. Oh. Damn! Man, busted right out. Look at him in his striped pajamas. I can think of is what an in-home fashion right now. Yeah, he's wearing all these striped pajamas and just black shirt. Well, brown, a beige shirt, and a black jacket. Mismatched and everything. Ooh, inviting him, her into your house? You're sweating out here, dude. It's cold. It's done boiling, but where's Ichikawa? Boy just fainted out here, dude. We're gonna even get even more of a code. Come on now. You had a dream, huh? Damn, dude, you really just... Yeah, dude. Damn, dude. You had a dream that you hugged her? What was that, 8'10"? What a caring sister, dude. Wow. Sorry for causing all this. Not sick? Oh. Oh, that's good. A bit odd, that one. Off he goes to school. Oh. No, just a little strain in your throat. Tell me your dreams, come on. Yeah, that's a code. Wow. Wowee. Wowee. Alright. Wow. Alright. We're gonna get back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 8 of BokuYaba. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, woo! What a great fucking episode, dude. I felt like they really hit the mark on this episode. I really liked all the chapters that they've covered in this episode in terms of the way that they adapted it, and I'm also really enjoying. Well, I mean, I've already kind of mentioned it in the beginning. You know, I'm very much enjoying the progression between Yamada and Ichikawa, and now here we have Yamada meeting with Ichikawa's mom, or Kyotaro's mom. You know, Mrs. Ichikawa. I assume, you know, I don't know. Maybe she is just a single mother. I don't know. We haven't seen the dad yet. Speaking of which, we did finally get to hear his mom's voice, and it's very similar to Kana, so you know what? As I said, like mother like daughter, right? Anyways, going to the first part of the episode, which is Kobayashi being out sick, so she doesn't have anybody else, according to Ichikawa, she doesn't have anybody else to get all handsy with, because as the boy group says, that Kobayashi is like the boyfriend of this girl group, and since Kobayashi's not here, she's decided that she's gonna sit on Moeka. She made the problem of sitting on someone like Moeka, right? Well, like I said, the fucking build-up. Just go to... And then she just goes straight for it. They're, like I said, made the mistake of sitting on Moeka, of all people. I love Moeka, it's just so weird. Like, I thought it was fair play. Girls, they just grope each other all the times, I guess. I don't know who other friend group Moeka's been hanging out with, but alright. But with what happened to Yamada, they've decided to create a chart for her, which basically is like everything but the back, I believe. The way that she marked everything, right? The "you're dead" barrier. Basically everywhere, except for her arms, you know, like her shoulders and everything. And then the outside side of her leg, which is a understandable thing, you know, the inner part of the thigh or the inner part of, you know, the calf and everything, that's... don't touch. Very interesting that for some reason the outside part of her feet is fine, but not the inside part of her feet. Alright, whatever. But also, like, the front of the feet is no go. This chart's very confusing. But we see yet another case of Yamada, of Ichikawa, helping out our boy Adachi, because he's basically out here blocking Adachi and all that. This boy is out here being cockblocked and he doesn't even know it. He just thinks that Ichikawa's being such a great bro right now. But we see, you know, Ichikawa's just over here like, alright, let me memorize this just in case, which, understandable, you know? He's gotta know her weak points so he doesn't accidentally touch the part that is the death zone, right? And with the way that they reorganize these chapters, I do like the way that eventually this part comes back again after meeting with Ichikawa's mom, which I very much enjoy, with him remembering, like, the shoulder should be fine, and then he goes and whispers, because, you know, doesn't want to hear the lady hear. Her ears get super fucking red, and then she just smashes her head against the goddamn wall. Like, goddamn, dude. It's a good thing she's already dumb. But yeah, overall, that part right there, I very much enjoy the setup and then the payoff. Very nice, very nice. But going to the next part of this chapter, essentially, is Kobayashi coming back and then us finding out. This is basically a chapter that talks about how fucking oblivious Kobayashi is. We've kind of been seeing it, right? Before, when Yamada was talking to Ichikawa about mangas and all that, and then Kobayashi just cuts in, and when she was trying to ask him about, like, the shoujo manga, you know, whether he wants to read it or not, and then Kobayashi cuts in and just like, oh, no way, Ichikawa would want to read, like, one of those mangas, right? And then she just laughs it off. And so here we have Kobayashi, who is just coming in and she's laying out all these details, but she's not making the connection, right? She's like, you know, Yamada's really been talking about you lately. It's very odd. And then she goes and she's like, for some reason, how is it that you're able to speak normally, Ichikawa, but when you're speaking with other girls, you're always going like, and all that. And it's like, Kobayashi, please. You're like the definition of you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. And then we have Ichikawa during the scene where Kobayashi's talking about how Yamada talks a lot about him. And he's over like, oh, if she's talking about me, then it must be make fun of me. It's that constant thinking of like, oh, the only reason why she's hanging out with me, it's because she's making fun of me. Which, again, this is a very long game. This is a long con right now that Yamada is doing. You know, she's really spending all this time with you just to make fun of you. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, does she not have anything better to do? Goddamn, dude. I mean, as much as I don't want to think it's real, I know that there are some people who fucking do that, but like, goddamn, dude, she really, and of course, this is before, the whole fever thing, but, like, she really came and visited you. And also, your mom talked about how she saw her the day before, after he had, after his fever had subsided, and how she was, she was very glad and very happy that he finally got over his sickness and everything, and she was, wanting to visit him, but she just couldn't. So, all of this, just a big, long con on making fun of him. Goddamn, dude. The effort, dude. The fucking effort. I have to commend her for putting the effort into this. But I will say, this one scene, I love seeing it animated. Holy shit, dude. Just seeing her actually do it compared to how it is in the manga. She's so smug when she did that, dude. And then, the fact that she's doing this with such a smug face. Oh, dude, fucking Yamada. I will say, Ichikawa's over here thinking about how the only way that she's talking about him, Yamada, is to make fun of him. But the times that he's been laughing in this episode, right? is through hearing about the oddity that Yamada is doing, right? With her using her own crap to try to clean the whipped cream off. She was using whipped cream to wipe whipped cream off of her face. Or the jab that Kobayashi did at her with the her history book, right? With Kobayashi saying, "Oh, this is a history of how dumb you are." And he's over here having a little giggle about it, and when she calls him out about it, he's like, "Well, yeah, I'm laughing at you mockingly." Like, alright, Ichikawa. But yeah, it's a pretty nice scene, gives a little hint to Ichikawa, although, you didn't really picked up on it as much. He picked up on that fact that she's talking a lot about him, but he's still thinking that she's making fun of him if she's talking about him. And again, we're learning that Kobayashi is completely oblivious. Maybe she's a late bloomer. She's not really thinking about the whole romance aspect and all that, right? So she's not understanding it despite having it all laid out in front of her. And then the long-awaited scene, I would assume, which is the parent-teacher conference where you get to see Yamada's mom, But also, we didn't get to see, oh, look at this fool, dude. He's got his ear pinched and everything, although in this animation it doesn't even look like she's pinching his ear, but, Well, we got to see a little bit of Adachi's mom out here, dude. Goddamn. Is she a Gyaru or is she a natural blonde? Who knows? But here we are seeing Ichikawa's mom as well, or Miss Ichikawa, Kyotaro's mom, and we get to see Anna's mom as well, Yamada's. So Miss Yamada, I suppose. I love that he's like, oh shit, is that Yamada's mom? You can tell it runs in the family. They're all beauties out here. And of course we've got this scene to showcase like how strict she is. For Yamada, but then I love that Ichikawa's mom is still just following it as well. I love it. And and of course the feeling of you're a teenager, you want to be independent. You don't want to be here with your mom or your dad. That's embarrassing. They're gonna be out here embarrassing you. You don't want to be anywhere near them. And so Ichikawa's in this phase right now, which is understandable, again, you don't want to be with your mom. So, she says Kyo-chan, so she's just like, oh, maybe perhaps look at the details of her face, maybe this is Ichikawa's mom. And I love that her mom has to be like, Anna, what the hell are you doing? So yeah, it's very nice that the gleefulness of her, the gleefulness that is her finding out, oh, this is Ichikawa's mom? Damn, holy shit. And this is another aspect of in terms of like the progress of their growth, right? With before in the previous scene with Kobayashi talking about how Yamada's been talking about him a lot. And here is Ichikawa's mom talking about how he's telling her that he's been having fun at school lately. Which in this case, as his mom is saying that in his head, he's over here thinking, did not. Even though we've seen him talked about it before, so like, alright, dude. Or at least he was talking about the trip, but, Overall, I just really like this scene, like she's going to offer her some candy, and then her mom is just like, alright, probably shouldn't. Oh, you're still having candy after this whole Prush incident? Like, you're still being a troublemaker, huh? But I really enjoy that, you know, she's compromising. Like, oh, it's no problem. It's just a cough drop, you know? Can't hurt to have this, right? Ah, dude, that fucking great smile from Yamada. Very, very nice, dude. Just, you know, she sees the where the goodness in Ichikawa comes from, so very nice. After that whole thing, I still, again, the whole stuff of you don't want to be near your mom, so here's Ichikawa just walking. I don't want people to see us together. Just fantastic. And here we have Yamada fucking trying to sneak up on them. And this is such a great scene, dude. It's fantastic, right? I forgot to ask her name. She was absolutely stunning. Just out here complimenting Yamada. And Yamada's hearing all that from his mom. Like, oh, well, that's why your mom's thinking of me right now. I'm surprised you have a girl that pretty in your class. Do you know who I'm talking about? Without missing a beat, dude, he's just like, oh, it's Yamada. So good, dude. He's just indirectly said, yeah, dude, she's pretty fucking stunning. She's a very pretty girl in the class. Oh, who's this pretty girl in your class? Oh, it's Yamada. And then in the next scene with the rain that eventually leads us to the fever dream. Oh, the only thing I have to say is, goddamn, dude, look at this. I do love that he's over here having a little bit of a sad period, you know, the way that he's like squinting his eyes and everything, right? I figured it'd be a light shower, so of course it starts pouring as soon as I leave. Same as always. So he's having a little bit of a sad time, you know, story of my life and all that. And then he passes Yamada. I love that she just calls him immediately. He's just, alright, I'm stopping. Damn, dude, you see the way that he fucking swerved like that? God damn, dude. What a cool guy. He's so cool. I do feel like this rain scene, there's a bit of a, not a cut, but like they just shorten it a little bit, but maybe it's not. No, it's not. No, it's just the way that she, okay. In the anime, she actually put the plastic bag on him. No, it's not cut out or anything. This is actually the way that it is. So I really like that with him, like, oh, I bet I look like a creep. You know, his hair is all wet and everything, and then here she is, just touching him by the cheek, just to look at him a little bit clearer, because as she mentioned in the previous episode when they were running, oh, this is the first time I've seen both of your eyes, you know, this is the first time I've seen his right eye, or is it his left eye? Anyways, one of his eyes. So here's another scene where she's able to see his full face, because he's always trying to hide it with, you know, his bangs and everything. So very nice, dude. Very nice. I do enjoy that Yamada was trying to help him in some way, but she had work, so things couldn't work out, so unfortunate. But as he got home, he realizes that she's forgot some things. So some of them are snacks, and then one of it is a is the company name Saratia? I assume, right? And it's a cotton, 100%, soft skin, absorbent, improved dry feel. Damn, dude. And I love that he sees this, and of course he's not as knowledgeable in the ways of like what periods are, but if he sees cotton and it's absorbent, you know, at the very least he has some sort of an idea that it might be a pad or something. And I just really like that. Just, you know, he thinks that this is fucking pads for periods, and he's just like, oh shit, she forgot this, and she's got work too? I need to fucking get this to her immediately, which, goddamn, dude. I still can't get over that, like, she's got this handkerchief and she's putting it on his head, like, what the hell, Yamada? And he's also being very considerate to say, like, oh, I didn't look inside. He doesn't want to say that he looked inside, and that's why he's got all the way over here, right? But she notices it anyways, and that's probably the reason why he came over. And so I like that she corrects him, and it's just like, hey, these aren't my pads, but, you know, thank you for bringing this over to me, you know? It just shows that he's a very considerate guy, and he knows that if this perhaps in some way would inconvenience her, then he's got to bring it to her immediately, instead of just, I'm gonna take it home and then, you know, whatever, I'll give it to you tomorrow. So, overall, this rainy scene is very nice. And so we had the dream of Ichikawa seeing small and tiny Yamada at the same time. Holy shit. Stuff was getting big and small. As he's just out here resting, he finally sees Yamada, but he still feels like he's in a fever dream. And I kind of already mentioned with the way that he's dressing. It's very like home clothes, which I very much enjoy, again, because it's all mismatch, you know? When you're at home, you're not really dressing up for other people, you're just dressing whatever's the most comfortable, so whatever if it's not matching. I very much like that. It's very enjoyable that he ends up bringing her into his house, you know, nobody else was here and all that. He was trying to make tea, but his fever gets the best of him, and so he just, goddamn dude, he just fell. You think that she would have heard, right? Because like in the manga, he kind of fainted over his clothes, you know, where the closet is, so he kind of just fainted and like he was all like laying on his dresser and everything, instead of him making that giant thud noise, because he just slammed the back of his head on the wooden floor. Goddamn, dude. In case you thought that your fever wasn't bad enough, let's get a just a very, very minor concussion in there too while we're at it, you know? But as Ichikawa continues to wonder if this is a dream or not, and we have Yamada helping him out with his fever and everything, we see this boy just about to fall asleep, you know, just it's a very realistic dream. He's just out here nodding off, you know, and we see you see Yamada giving him a nice little hug. It's a very nice dream, eh? I do love this part though, with him waking up and he's just like, oh, a hand, oh, Yamada. It's just his sister and he's just But hey, as I said, what a good sister. She came home early just for you. She cares about her little brother. Come on now. I will say it's very not uncommon, unorthodox. Yeah, an unorthodox way of folding paper when it comes to Yamada. Like, she can't even fold paper regularly. She has to fold it in, like, diamond shapes, right? So, and then here we have Yamada just saying sorry for causing all this. You can see that she feels very bad about the fact that she's the reason why he's got this fever in the first place. And I love that she says, cheer up soon. and Ichikawa's like, don't you mean get well? Or get better, you know? Like, what the hell is this? And with the final scene where Ichikawa's mom talks about how she saw Yamada yesterday, which is her checking up on him again, right? But she doesn't really know whether she should just come in or not. She's got that little blush, but like, perhaps it's because of her cold. I don't know. Who knows? She did get a little bit of a cold. So here she is, you know, trying to ask about Kyotaro. And going back to the, I don't know why I keep saying going back, but, you know, with her worrying, she's very worried about him being in a fever and everything. And so just learning that, oh, he's gotten better now and he's gonna go back to school, even though it was probably just something that's, you know, something that you go through. You just get a fever, you get a cold and all that, but here she is kind of like, oh my god, he got better? Just crying about it and everything. And then she fucking runs headfirst into a goddamn pole, because that's just Yamada, you know? She's, oh, there she goes, bam. And as Ichikawa's mom says, she's an odd girl. But hey, that's yet another hint that's been given to Ichikawa, that there's that slight chance of her caring about it. Because, I mean, if she's really only here to make fun of him, which, again, what a long con. If she's only here to make fun of you, why would she go all the way to your house, ask your mom about whether you're getting better or not, right? What is she gonna fucking talk to her girls and gossip about that? Like, what is she gonna fucking make fun of you for? Like, oh, this fucking idiot, he got sick. Like, so does everybody else, you know? But I actually really like this scene too. After he goes, he's decided that he's gonna go to school, and I love that she goes out and she's like, she didn't expect him to be there, so she goes back and goes back in. Like a little reintroduction. But she got herself a little cold as well, you know? She's got a little sore throat. And we've had Yamada trying to interpret the dreams, right? She wants to know, what the hell were you dreaming? What do you have in your memory? And of course, here's Kobayashi coming in again to interrupt this situation. But this is also yet another hint, albeit Ichikawa kind of already figured that out, you know, with Kobayashi saying, oh, you brought that strawberry Bavarian cream home without eating it the other day. And then we've got just, oh dude, there's so much blushing from Yamada in this episode. It's so good. And then they end it with like, oh, what a fucking blush, man. Oh my god, what a great way to end this episode. Fan-fucking-tastic. Ah, dude. I'm just gonna, well, if you need me, I'm gonna continue to gush for the next 30 minutes. Actually, that's probably about it that I have for the anime. So anime only people, I thank you guys for sticking around, but I am going to be talking about the manga, so spoilers ahead. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. So, we're gonna get the Python in the next episode. It'll be interesting to see which title that they're gonna choose, whether I kind of assume it's probably going to be I Got Used, or somewhere around there. Hold on, let me look at the title. I Was Used, there you go. I Was Used? I'm not sure if they would use I Hate Yamada. It's a very strong title, but we'll have to see if they do end up deciding to go for I Hate Yamada. But I Was Used is it's a more, you know, ambiguous sort of feeling, like, oh, what do you mean he was used? What's gonna happen here, compared to just straight up I Hate Yamada. So we'll just have to see what's gonna happen there. So it'll be nice. But as I was talking about how worrisome Yamada is, I realized that this is actually a very nice setup to what happens later on, which is with Ichikawa breaking his arm. Yamada gets very, I was gonna say emotionally attached. I would say she's very empathetic, right? She's able to just, well, I don't know if empathetic, but she worries about people a lot. And especially when it comes to Ichikawa, she worries about him very much. As I mentioned, he had this fever, and here she is crying about it, crying in happy tears, that, mind you, that the fact that he's getting good again, he's feeling better. And with her writing that note saying, I'm sorry I caused this, she feels a lot of guilt for something that is relatively minor, but to her, it's a very major point. So I really like that in terms of the build-up for Yamada's character, and how it eventually leads us over to Ichikawa breaking his arm, and the reason why he broke his arm was because he wants to take a picture for Yamada, and then because of that result, you know, with the way that he casually talks about it, because he totally forgot that he was trying to keep this a secret from her, right? And also, during that time, she's already felt bad and she felt useless that she wasn't able to help him. So it was just another slam dunk when Ichikawa reveals the reason why he broke his arm in the first place. So I like that it just continues to emphasize this big old guilt and worry that she has. And it just gets even worse when she finds out that she's the reason, even though life just happens, things just happen, just because I'm doing this stuff because she wanted a picture and he decided to do the picture, but he broke his arm in the way, like that doesn't really mean that it's her fault, but she finds that I am the person at fault. If I never asked him to take these pictures, he would have never done it and he would have never broken his arm. But who knows, he could have just broken his arm in some other way, you know? So it's like a big old what if scenario, but I really like the whole setup that they have for Yamada and her guilt and everything. But of course, we're not really going to see that in this season anyways, right? We're gonna see that in the next season, but at the very least, we will still see that Ichikawa is going to break his arm in this episode. Oh, not in this episode. He's gonna break his arm in like episode 11, I believe, right? That's where he's gonna break that fucking arm of his, the dummy. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about the manga, because I feel like I've already said my piece about it in the last episode, I believe. So it's very nice, very enjoy it. God, my English just gets worse and worse every time. I'm just returning to monkey. But I can't wait for the next episode, for our climax for volume 3. Again, I assume we're gonna get the line episode, and then I assume we're gonna get that episode of the Python hitting on her, because that needs to be the build up to why Ichikawa feels like he's been used. We might not even have the line now, like, think about it. I don't know, because, like, if we're going in chapters, and if we're gonna go for, like, I was used, or I hate Yamada, right, it has to be in the middle, and then right after, like, the halfway point is when Ichikawa, or towards the end of the episode is when Ichikawa and Yamada makes up with one another and all that, right? So, well, we'll just have to see, because I assume that's how it is, and, you know, maybe we'll see. Actually, no, they can fit the line in this episode, now that I think about it, so then it would be like the line, I say this episode, the next episode, they'd fit the line, they'd fit the Python hitting on Yamada the first time, and then they'd have that other girl that it's like, she's like hanging out with the Python, you know, she's the groupie and all that, even though she knows that the Python is out here hitting on other girls, but she's just like, she's just still hanging out around him, you know, she's over here like, oh man, if all the other girls don't work out, I just gotta let you know, boy, I'm still here for you. So we have her as well, actually, now that I think about it, right? Because, like, she has to come in, and we have to have Yamada just yelling about, like, oh, I don't have anybody I'm dating or whatever, and she has to, you know, yell that out to Ichikawa just to let him know about it. So yeah, that'll be nice, that'll be fun. All right. If I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.